Hi guys, this is Vishal Valkan. Welcome to this Mastermind video, and I'm so thrilled and excited that to know that most of you, almost all of you, made good amount of money in the last couple of weeks, which included long as well as short trade, and especially on top bottom, almost everyone made money. So this is now we also sent you a couple of messages before budget, after budget about the spinning top and volume and all that. So I hope it helped. So now what? Now if you look at Nifty currently, now if you look and what we were looking at is, if you remember about millionaire, and we last 2 3 months I've been harping on Jan Feb. So Jan Feb we already made a good amount of uptrend and downtrend. Now if you look at this move, what has happened in Nifty, it's like what we call as the loud move on the downside, which is quite sharp, like a perpendicular move on Nifty as well as RSI, and some volumes on the higher side. That means this is kind of a serious correction, or kind of say it has damaged the trend which was on. At the same time, if you look at weekly charts, it is at center band support. On monthly chart, it has formed a bearish engulfing pattern, but the month is yet to go, so we don't know yet, so we cannot talk on that right now. But weekly is slightly, say, below 60, and it may go up from here. But this bearish candle, which is there, and plus the high volume, last two candles, makes it that it is again going to be a sideways market from here. If you look at this one, look at this, there's a 3-4 bar divergence. So definitely there's some bounce coming up, which is already seen in last couple of days, and we can see tomorrow also. But the bounce, this 3-4 day divergence is also there, which will give you a target around another 100 points on Nifty. And but there is also gap and 20 moving average. So what I would like to say is, this is going to be the range for some time now, and bands are also wide, and there's outside inside. If you go into hourly charts, you'll see there's outside inside, and 4 bar divergence, 40 support, weekly at center band. So now maybe for the timing, we have made this bottom. Till we don't break this bottom again, I think we are going to consolidate in this range, which would be a tight range. And remember, after every big up move and down move, or a big move in top bottom, we usually see a choppy market or a sideways market. So top bottom guys, especially be careful. Maybe you can trade with smaller lots now again, and wait for the next big move coming up whenever. So top bottom slow down, and otherwise also its markets are sideways. Now in this case, when markets are sideways, you will have to go deeper into your trading and your homework and your setups and all, so that, because earlier this was a good market where every setup would have worked, because market is supporting. Now the market support is not there because it is sideways and choppy. Then you have to select very good stocks to buy, at the same time to sell, depending on the setup. Now let's look at few of them. Let's look at first bank nifty. Is also same 44 bar divergence, weekly is kind of center band, and there's a loud move. So there's some bounce expected in the next couple of days. At the same time, there are a lot of gaps here, plus center band, which is flat now. So this is again, this will be the range for bank nifty, right? So this is what it is happening in bank nifty. So it's going to be sideways and choppy, so be careful with top bottom again in this also. And now what we need to see is, let's look at some stocks. So some stocks, let's look at some Maruti. So if you want to buy, then the best would be to buy the 60-60-40 ones. So which is one of them is Maruti. See, 60, 60 and 40. So this could be a good buy. It was actually a good buy yesterday. It could have, you can make some money here. But overall, if you see the setup of this, it's a lower top, lower bottom. So it may just rally towards 60, which is not the best pick I would like to see right now. Let's look at something else. Oh, this is looking interesting. If you look at Ashok Leyland, monthly above 60, weekly above 60, and daily at 60, and this could be the change in polarity. So this is nice. right? This is a good setup on a good stop loss to buy. Ashok Leyland is good kind of a pattern. And if you see there's some good volume on the rally and now trying up. So this definitely goes into your top buy list, Ashok Leyland. Right. Again, as I said, I'm not going to be giving you stocks. I might give you some more insights. So let me show you something interesting what I saw on the market on intraday chart. Okay, coming back to till then, we see a couple of more charts. Now then we looked at IT stocks. As I said, we are doing good on IT stocks. Can be a good buy. And that's a nice setup if you look at, sorry. Nice setup as long as Tech Mahindra is concerned. Center band support, weekly, monthly above 60. Sorry, not monthly. Uh, Daily, weekly, monthly. Yes. So this could be a nice buy and center band support. So Tech Mahindra can be a good support for this. Same way. One second before I come to intraday chart, let's go through this Hexaware. Now that's slightly bearish. It's not the best. Still, it is at good support. If it turns from here, we can look at it and look at CESC. Nothing great. Nothing great. Reliance Infra, something. So it's actually going to be sideways and choppy. Nothing clear cut on the stocks to buy. Nothing which pops out of the chart and says jumps and says buy. So you need to really work hard on the homework. You need to dig deeper to get a good stock to buy actually. So let's look at some more. Okay, this is RCOM. Now there's something I was looking at is if you look at this, this is kind of a nice trend line support on RCOM and weekly and daily. Daily you can look at this as a nice channel. If it breaks out, now this is high volume, low volume. So it has to break out about this with high volume. Then I can take it. Maybe we can take it as not exactly as a flag, but kind of breakout, channel breakout. So I think this could be a good buy if you track it on the upside with if it should break with good volumes. That's Bata. Nothing so far as interesting as you would like to see. Now this was a perpendicular rally. We were tracking this stock for long, but it did not give a good opportunity to buy. So really it has to be a good mix. If you have any specific stocks, you can send me for verification. Now this remains bullish only, monthly cup, weekly bullish. So any opportunity can be taken as a buy. Ideally in this scenario, this would be a buy. And now if it breaks above 60 again, I think this could be going up. So Jindal Steel is a good setup. In fact, if you remember, those who are present, Jindal Steel is one of the best buys since last 1 year. Since last February, we did started a program, and that time I told you that it's the best to buy around 90 rupees. So this was where we were around 90 rupees in last February. Since then, it's a strong uptrend. Let's look at Tata Global. Okay. Now this is interesting. See this monthly above 60, weekly at 60, and daily just near 40. And if I can draw this, this can become a 5-star buy based on the original setup of 60, 60, 40. So that's one more stock you can track. Now, so you have to just go deeper. Now let me show you something. Whenever this is Bank Nifty, yes, this is Bank Nifty. This is the daily chart. Now let me show you something interesting. Is hourly chart. So all this thing comes to experience, practice, and then looking at the chart from a different angle. Now, we all saw this big fall in the market in the last 7 days because of the budget. One was, if you look at why we were so confident about budget day, is because if you see this, this was the budget 1 p.m. when budget just finished, and it was the highest closing that point of time, and that was 60 resistance and above 60. So this was the 7-star sell on hourly chart. That itself was the biggest sell signal we got, right? Same top, or in fact higher top, range shift plus divergence. So that is one thing. And the second thing is, now after that, when the market fell, if you look at this, is 1, 2, and 3. This is 3 drives into Bollinger Band, and then it goes up and takes support on 40. So that's why we are seeing that now it may halt for some time and rally up. Plus we are seeing a 4-bar divergence on daily chart. So that's these are all small thing which makes that okay. This is enough for the market for the time being. We can cover up our short positions and go long, or in fact at least cover long and stay out of it if it is not possible to go long. So this 3 dives and this 7-star signal was one of the best signals you could have got, where you could have scaled up. And I'm so proud and so happy that okay, some of you in fact went ahead and did the pyramiding also in top bottom and made a killing. Glad to hear all that, and plus some of you made good amount of money in options. Okay. Now, okay, just I am running on low on battery. Just let me fix the battery on laptop. 1 second, just one. Okay, sorry. So we got, this was pyramiding and options. Some of you did options. Now, so far, okay, I'll tell you that later. So far we know that time being, market decline is over. You can go back to your longs as well as short depending on the market. Now, I didn't get any best buy except for that one was that Ashok Leyland was the best pick so far, and maybe Tech Mahindra. But that you can find out. My job was to give you something new or important every mastermind. So one was this hourly 7-star plus 3 drives on hourly, and range shift now 40 support. So it's going to be sideways to consolidation, maybe some rally towards another 400-500 points. So that's one thing. Now you have to slow down on top bottom and maybe focus on, maybe avoid a lot of trading, avoid, because the money which you have made in last this 2 months or 1.5 month has to be protected. So it's absolutely fine if you can slow down your trading, set up trading, top bottom trading, and goes and wait for the next big opportunity where good setups, and then you can scale up and pyramid and all that. So right now now this is exactly, if I planned 45 days. I didn't have any seminar in the last 45 days except 1 or 2 previews, 3 hours session. Now next week, this week onwards, we have money flow and then ABCT, and again. So I'm expecting that's how I planned my calendar as per trading. Also, last 1.5 months I've been focusing on trading only. So that is how you have to plan. Now it's time to relax, sharpen. Now it's like when you are not fighting, the soldiers, when they are not fighting, they are sharpening their swords and putting and making sure that the guns are working, right? So in the same case,